Welcome back to the Nap Lab. Today we're reviewing the 2025 version of the Helix Dawn Elite. In April 2025, Helix updated their entire mattress line with new covers, materials, design changes, and more. The Dawn model in particular is designed to be a firm mattress catering to the needs of back and stomach sleepers. As an Elite tier model, it's a 15.5-inch thick luxury hybrid with a 6-inch thick comfort layer. Does this work for back and stomach sleepers? And is it also an option for side sleepers? Let's jump into the review and find out now. Here is the performance scorecard resulting from our 10 objective and data-driven tests. As you can see, the Dawn Elite performed well in most categories. Cooling and pressure relief earned 10 out of 10 scores. Edgeport and company was not far behind with a 9.7. From there, response time, sex, and off-gassing all scored in the low 9s. However, the lowest scoring category belonged to motion transfer with a 7.4. Altogether, the Helix Dawn Elite earned an overall performance score of 9.12, which puts it within the top 16% among all mattresses tested to date. The Helix Dawn Elite comes in a single firmness, 7 out of 10, where 10 is the most firm. This gives the mattress a slightly firm feel. The slightly firm feel makes this an ideal choice for many back and stomach sleepers, but many side sleepers may find it's a little bit too firm. Next, we're going to talk through what the Helix Dawn Elite does best. First, the mattress excels in cooling performance. From its cool-to-the-touch cover to its highly breathable construction, we saw the Dawn Elite reach a lower max temperature and quicker time to dissipate heat compared to the average. Second, the Dawn Elite offers sleepers fantastic pressure relief. The 6 inches of comfort material and overall thicker than average design makes sleeping supportive and comfortable, especially for back and stomach sleepers. Third, the mattress has excellent edge support when sitting or lying at the edge. This is beneficial for both sleeping and can be a boon for amorous activities. However, not all mattresses are ideal for all sleepers. Let's talk through the important consideration points for the Dawn Elite. First, the mattress has higher levels of motion transfer compared to the average mattress. In addition, it's one of the highest among Helix Elite models that we've tested. Second, there is more sinkage than typical for a mattress designed for back and stomach sleepers. Most of this is in the special cooling cover, but it could be divisive for those who dislike lots of sinkage. Third, the cost of the mattress is quite high. Compared to the average mattress, the Helix Dawn Elite is more than twice as expensive, putting it out of reach for many budgets. Your body weight and sleeping position impact the types of mattress that are best able to support you. Our analysis is designed to help match the correct mattress to the right body types and sleeping positions. Support on the Helix Dawn Elite is outstanding. During our test, I felt well supported in all sleeping positions. The mattress is equipped with a 9.5-inch support layer. This is 1.58 inches thicker than the average support layer thickness of 7.92 inches based on all of our tests to date. For a mattress to create ideal support, we need to keep the spine supported and in a neutral alignment, while also delivering amazing pressure relief and comfort. The Dawn Elite is able to achieve both of these requirements with ease. The pressure relief created by the mattress allowed me to remain comfortable in the same sleeping position for an extended period of time. In addition, we have ample support materials to fully support the body in all sleeping positions. That said, the slightly firm feel does make this mattress better suited to the needs of back and stomach sleepers. This isn't to say that some side sleepers won't also enjoy it, but you'll need to be sure you're okay with a little more firmness. Lastly, the mattress uses a zone coil unit. The zoning means there is more support in the middle of the mattress, which helps to improve support where most sleepers carry most of their weight. In addition, it helps to resist sagging in the center of the mattress. Based on all my tests to date, an analysis of the materials, and my subjective experiences, I'm confident that most sleepers will find support on the Helix Dawn Elite is outstanding. Be sure to visit us over at naplab.com/mattress-quiz. There, you can submit your needs and preferences, and we'll send you back a personalized recommendation based on your inputs. Next up, we're going to move on to our individual performance tests. At NapLab, we test each mattress by analyzing according to 10 different factors that impact the feel, comfort, and performance. First up, we have our cooling test. To measure cooling, we lie on the mattress for 15 minutes, allowing it to absorb body heat. Then, we get off the mattress and take periodic measurements of the surface level temperature. Our tests show how the mattress retains and releases heat and overall cooling performance. Mattresses that breathe better, retain less heat, and sleep cooler are better, as they allow sleepers to maintain a comfortable temperature. The The Helix Dawn Elite has outstanding cooling. During our test, I felt no significant heat retention around my body. The Dawn Elite has a number of material and design choices that help notably improve cooling performance. First up, we have the cooling cover, which Helix calls Glacial-Tex. The cover has a cool-to-the-touch feel, and during our test, remained cool on my skin. In addition, we have high-performance foams at every level of the mattress. These foams breathe well and do a good job of avoiding excess heat retention. Last but not least, we have a pocketed coil unit and a layer of microcoils within the comfort layer. These layers are bringing more air into the mattress and also serve as an air gap, being that they're layers that aren't going to retain heat. In our objective temperature test, we measured a max surface level temperature of 89.1 degrees Fahrenheit. This is 0.7 degrees cooler than the average of 89.8 degrees Fahrenheit based on all of our tests to date. After getting off the mattress, the temperature declined by 4.8 degrees from minute 0 to 1, which is 0.2 degrees cooler than the average 0 to 1 minute decline of 4.6 degrees. When we consider the combination of objective data, my subjective experiences, and an analysis of the materials, I'm confident in my view that cooling is outstanding. For the Sinkage test, we lie on the mattress. In addition, we use a 12-pound medicine ball to test pressure point sinkage. Deeper sinkage can cause sleepers to feel overly enveloped by the material layers, while less sinkage can make you feel that you're sleeping more on top of the mattress as opposed to in it. Sinkage is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. The Helix Dawn Elite has deep sinkage. During our test, we measured a pressure point sinkage depth of 2.59 inches. This is 0.41 inches more sinkage than the average sinkage depth of 2.18 inches, based on all of our tests to date. The mattress creates only a slight level of body contouring hug. The mattress creates less sinkage for lighter parts of the body. However, heavier parts of the body, namely the butt and midsection, do sink down further into the mattress. Sleepers who weigh more will experience a little more sinkage into the mattress, while sleepers who weigh less will experience a little less. Notably, the mattress does not create a floating feel, which is often common in firm mattresses. While the sinkage hug and contour are not dramatic, there is still a modest level of body contouring hug. The firm feel of the mattress works to restrain that hug, but it's still there, creating notable pressure relief and fantastic comfort. To test motion transfer, we place one 12-pound medicine ball on one side of the mattress and drop another 12-pound medicine ball on the opposite side. In addition, we use an accelerometer to objectively measure the motion generated by the medicine ball drop. Lower motion transfer is better as it helps sleeping partners avoid disturbing each other during the night. The Helix Dawn Elite has a moderate level of motion transfer. During our test, we measured a total acceleration range of 10.68 meters per second squared. This is 23% more motion transfer than the average of 8.66 meters per second squared. The Dawn Elite has more motion transfer than other Helix Elite models that we've tested. When we consider the design and comfort dynamic, the increase in motion makes sense. The slightly firm feel and limited use of memory foam are both contributing to the higher motion transfer. With just 1.25 inches of memory foam, with higher density 0.75 inch memory foam layer being positioned further within the core of the mattress, there just isn't enough memory foam to help resist the increase in motion transfer resulting from that slightly firmer feel. In our motion transfer chart, which visualizes our accelerometer data, we can see the highest motion peaks from 0 to 0.21 seconds. We see a sharp decline in motion after 0.21 seconds, and by 0.65 seconds, we return to near zero levels of energy. Certainly, I would have liked to have seen a lower motion intensity, but if there is a silver lining, it's the relatively restrained motion duration. If you are super sensitive to motion transfer, then the Dawn Elite could be a bit too much. However, for most sleepers, I don't expect this level of motion is going to be problematic. To test response time, we place a 12-pound medicine ball on the mattress. Once it's fully at rest, we then quickly remove it and objectively measure the amount of time it takes for the mattress to recover and resume its original shape. A faster response time is better, as quicker responding material layers better adapt to your changes in movement and prevent it to have a stuck feeling. The Helix Dawn Elite is a mixed bag for material responsiveness, with a fast, mostly recover response time and a moderate, fully recover response time. In our mostly recover test, we measured a recovery speed of 0.4 seconds, which is 0.02 seconds faster than the average of 0.42 seconds based on all of our tests to date. In our fully recovered responsiveness test, we measured a recovery speed of 1.2 seconds, which is 0.21 seconds slower than the average of 0.99 seconds. While the limited use of memory foam meant slightly higher motion transfer, it also means faster material response times. The Dawn Elite has the fastest fully recovered response time among the entire Helix Elite lineup. While the memory foam within the quilted cover and core of the mattress do mean it's slightly slower than average, it's not a slow recovery time by any stretch. Ultimately, having a mattress with a slightly firm feel and a comfort layer that is primarily high response polyfoam means that the total responsiveness feel on the mattress is excellent. The comfort dynamic combined with these material responsiveness speeds ensure the mattress is always easy to move around on. To run the bounce test, we drop a 12-pound medicine ball onto the mattress. We measure the maximum depth the ball sinks to before bounding up, as well as the maximum height it achieved on the bounce. Bounce is a preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. However, more bounce is typically better than less, as it improves ease of movement, aids in response time, and improves sex performance. The Helix Dawn Elite has a low level of bounce. During our test, we measured a total bounce height of 7.62 inches. This is 1.54 inches less bounce than the average of 9.16 inches based on all of our tests to date. The Dawn Elite utilizes a super thick 6-inch comfort layer. This notably thicker than average comfort layer is absorbing a ton of bounce energy. This mattress has a substantial Eurotop quilted cover in addition to a thicker than average comfort layer and 1.25-inch layers of memory foam. This combination is certainly helping to reduce the total bounce level. The limited bounce is a bit of a double-edged sword. On the one hand, the lower bounce is helping to keep motion transfer in check. However, that lower bounce is also a major detractor for sex performance. All that to say, I do think this mattress would have benefited from a bit more bounce, even at the expense of a little higher motion transfer. For an assessment of edge support, I lie on and sit on the edge of the mattress to measure the level of support and compression. Less sinkage while sitting and lying directly on the edge of the mattress is better, as it creates a more supportive edge for sleeping, lounging, and amorous activities. The Helix Dawn Elite has excellent sitting edge support and outstanding lying edge support. In our sitting edge support test, we measured a sitting sinkage compression of 3.5 inches. This is a half-inch less sitting sinkage than the average of 4.00 inches based on all of our tests to date. While lying directly on the edge of the mattress, I felt that the support was outstanding in all sleeping positions. The Dawn Elite has several design and material choices helping to improve edge support, including the slightly firm feel, thicker than average total profile height of 15.5 inches, high quality foams at every level, and lastly, 2 rows of reinforced coils running along the entire perimeter of the mattress. These edge support coils in particular look and feel incredibly robust, and they do a nice job at supporting the body for both sitting and lying near the edge. Our sex test uses a weighted formula to assess sex performance. Higher bounce and more supportive edge is the most important factors, with noise, pressure relief, and cooling being lesser weighted inputs. Mattresses with more bounce and better edge support perform better for sex, as do mattresses that don't make as much noise and are more comfortable to lie on. The Helix Dawn Elite has good sex performance. On the positive side, we saw perfect scores from pressure relief and cooling, in addition to minimal noise. Edge support wasn't flawless, but at just 3.5 inches of sitting edge sinkage is notably better than average and more than good enough to create a robust edge for amorous activities. A more supportive edge is beneficial for the dance without pants, as it extends the usable surface area of the bed. Lastly, we need to talk about bounce. The Dawn Elite has 7.62 inches of bounce, which is considerably lower than average. When it comes to bounce for sex, more is almost always better. The lower bounce makes it a bit more strenuous and tiring. It's also the single biggest factor that's holding the Dawn Elite sex score down. Our pressure relief test is a measure of overall pressure relief performance. We analyze materials, layers, thicknesses, and density, and design elements in conjunction with a subjective assessment of our experience while lying on the mattress. Mattresses with better pressure relief are able to create a more comfortable sleeping surface. The Helix Dawn Elite has an outstanding level of pressure relief. During our test, I felt no pressure points anywhere on my body. The mattress was comfortable and it was easy to lie in the same position for an extended period of time. The mattress is equipped with 6 inches of comfort material, which is 1.84 inches more comfort material than the average comfort layer thickness of 4.16 inches based on all of our tests to date. Often, firm mattresses can create an excessive level of pushback with limited sinkage, but that's not what we measured or experienced here. This mattress is able to create a slightly firm feel while at the same time delivering amazing pressure relief. The comfort layer is absolutely packed with high-performance polyfoam and memory foam. We have a 1.5-inch 3.5 PCF polyfoam, a 1/2-inch 7.0 PCF memory foam, in addition to other polyfoam layers at a 1.5 PCF. PCF stands for pounds per cubic feet and is a measure of foam density. Higher density foams are heavier, resist sagging better, last longer, and are generally more comfortable. The 3.5 PCF polyfoam is excellent, but the 7.0 PCF memory foam is incredibly impressive and also uniquely rare. Foams in the 3 to 4 PCF range would be considered high density and high quality. To see a foam at a 7.0 PCF is simply unheard of. In fact, the Helix Elite line is the only mattress series I've ever seen with a 7-pound foam used in it. All that to say, the high-performance foams are a major reason for the fantastic pressure relief created by the mattress. In our pressure mapping test, we measured a max PSI of 0.79. This is well within the low pressure range that we look and hope for. When I consider our objective pressure mapping tests, material thickness, material quality, and my subjective experiences on the mattress, I'm confident most sleepers will find pressure relief to be outstanding. To evaluate off-gassing, we assess the mattress following the initial unboxing, taking a subjective measure of any strong smells. We monitor the mattress over a period of days until the mattress no longer has a strong odor. Mattresses with a less strong odor and/or a smell that dissipates more quickly are better. The Helix Dawn Elite has a strong smell upon the initial unboxing. The mattress smelled for 6 days. This is a half day shorter than the average smell duration of 6.5 days. The company score takes a look at the factors that may influence your experience with the mattress. Factors include length of the trial period, warranty, shipping costs, return costs, trust, and country of origin. Helix has an excellent company score with consumer-friendly terms and conditions. The mattress includes a 100-night trial period and a lifetime warranty. Shipping and returns are both free as well. Helix has been around since 2015, and based on my experiences with them and feedback from my readers over the years, they are a brand that I have a high degree of trust with. All Helix mattresses are made in the US. So, should you buy the Helix Dawn Elite? First and foremost, I think it's an excellent choice for back and stomach sleepers, especially if you want a little more out of an enveloping sensation from the special cooling cover that Helix Elite models include. Most firmer mattresses catering to back and stomach sleepers tend to create more of a floating sensation, so this is a chance for a little something different in that regard. The mattress can still work for side sleepers, especially for those that are above 250 pounds, but it may not be the best for those that are a little bit lighter weighted. As far as specific performance, the Dawn Elite offers sleepers top-tier cooling and pressure relief, as well as great edge support for sitting, lying, and amorous activities. In the end, the price, like all these Helix Elite models, is going to be a bit prohibitive, but if you can afford it, the Dawn Elite gets a strong recommendation from me for back and stomach sleeping especially. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Comments or questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying the Dawn Elite, we've got a link in the description. For more from NapLab, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at naplab.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.